We've got to do something with...
So, Lois, what are the differences in terms of exploration for offshore versus onshore resources?
Geologically speaking, there is no difference. We're looking at rocks that were laid down millions of years ago and the seas weren't in the same places. So it makes no difference there. For the operations, it makes a lot of difference. I mean, if you have a large offshore rig, everything's in one place. When you're onshore, you're more spread out. Onshore, the much smaller operations, you don't need this vast rig holding up a huge weight of drill stem before you get to the sea floor. So there's tremendous differences on operations, but geologically, it's the same business.
I think offshore you need a lot of cost and investments up front before you get any production. That's not the same with shale. You actually have to start investing a bit and then you get some production and you invest more and smaller upfront cost, much smaller. The technical challenge is in many ways smaller, I would say, compared to doing it offshore. But the challenges are different though, so they must not be underestimated. So it's about logistics, it's about cost, it's about kind of being a good neighbor. Kind of taking a good part in the society where you have the opportunity, and that's the different thing.
How about identifying these opportunities? Does it start with exploration, choosing its favourite basins, and then pass on to business development, or is it more to and fro in terms of identifying?
It's a lot more to and fro. I've got a fantastic team who are looking at the world all the time and trying to work out where the resources are. And they will come up with areas where we know there's a good source rock or there's the potential to find something. At the same time, Atlas team is looking at countries and deals that are coming in and areas where we could get in on good commercial grounds, and then we frequently are talking and hopefully knit them together that where there's a good source rock, have we got the opportunity to enter, or where we've got an opportunity to enter, is there a source rock that's good enough?
But I think explorationists, I experience you as being very open-minded and very kind of willing to share. And I think that's also part of the Norwegian culture that we, and the Statoil, what I see as the Statoil culture, that we're also quite open and willing to share. And that's not a given when people are working together.
It's to share and to be able to not always agree, but still to be able to share and discuss things. I think that's the important aspect.
And
is
disagreeing with some grace.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly. I mean, so rather than let ideas fester, we can actually bring them to the table and discuss them. Yeah. Not every project gets carried right the way through. We stop projects, and subsurface will stop them, or above surface will stop them. Yeah. And you think, oh, well, I want to go there, but you've got to be able to talk this through and be able to take on each other's disciplines and respect the people for what they're experts in.
And what makes Statoil different?
I think if you talk about the neighbor and getting it right the first time, we are used to kind of see our neighbors not only today but also tomorrow. I think Norwegian has kind of learned very often to be a good neighbor. And that's just something that you can bring as your habit or your way of being. And then if you're a good neighbor, then you understand that when you leave a place, it should look good. You should have done the right things. You should be respected when you come back, and you should be appreciated. And you need to behave in such a way that you are seen like that.
How different is it being involved in shale, and is it an exciting new area to be involved in?
Yeah, I must say it's really exciting, and I think it's really exciting because it's in this phase of this segment. It's happening so fast, so it's about really getting it right, and I see a lot of opportunities for Statoil and a lot of excitement for many Statoil people in the years to come. So I really like that.
I feel as though I've just joined the industry again. I mean, when I joined 40 years ago, it was, wow, this is really cool, we didn't use that word then. Now, I feel exactly the same. I feel very fortunate that at a later part of my career I can have found something that is new and exciting, and every day just brings a new challenge, and it's great. Every time we said something, they laughed.
This is very distant.